The Merrick and Rosso podcast.
Apparently someone who went to Nicole and Keith's wedding has put some of the little trinkets and gifts on eBay.
One of those expensive clocks, they gave everybody an alarm clock saying, on the back of it was inscribed a wedding saying, stop, hammer time. No, sorry. No, that was MC Hammer's wedding. But they've been flogging them on eBay. It's like about $5,000 worth of stuff. If you were Nicole and Keith, would you be a bit spewing about that person? I'd want to cut on it.
The book of ceremonies, the menu, and a piece of wedding cake, always popular, up for grabs on eBay.
That's on gifting.
Wonder who it is.
Or somebody's going to find it. You see, Nicole could probably buy it just to find out who it is, in the exchange.
Do you think it's a guest, or do you think it might have been one of the people from the catering company?
See, that's what I reckon.
No,
I reckon
a guest wouldn't do that. Not from Nicole and Keith.
Do you know what it would be? You see,
would.
Hugh Jackman pissed, left his watch there. Like, not everyone's going to take the wedding cake home.
No.
Yeah. But even then, $5,000 for a piece of wedding cake, You
can only eat it once too. I mean, that's the thing. You get that wedding cake, you've got to be thinking to yourself, I've just got to have a little try.
Yep.
And cakes, like, you just go, just have a little bit, and then you just go, just have another little bit. Before you know it, you've eaten a $5,000 piece of cake.
Well, you could cut it up with some package mix to make it go further. Are you an on-gifter, or have you been caught out? Owen, g'day.
G'day, guys. How are you?
Good, mate.
You've on-gifted?
Yes, I've on-gifted, and there was a present for our engagement.
Okay.
And there were these very ugly-looking glasses, had gold rims around it with gold flowers on it. So
we're not talking about optical glasses, are we?
No, these are drinking glasses.
Yeah.
So we decided to re-gift them. Unfortunately, we forgot who gave us the presents, and we re-gifted to the people that gifted it to us.
Oh, that's the ultimate.
Oh.
We didn't know about it until a mutual friend of ours let us know, hey, you re-gifted those glasses.
Oh, so they were all talking about it behind your back. Like, can you believe they re-gifted?
Are you now, Owen, you and your missus now known as the on-gifters?
Yes, we're known as the on-gifters.
Owen. Jesus, that's been caught out, isn't it?
Hello, Natasha.
Hi, how you going?
Good. You got a story for us?
I do have. I have to say I have on-gifted myself, but then caught somebody else out doing it to me. After having a baby, I got back a birthday gift I got from them. It was a set of 3 frames, but they only gave me back 2 out of the 3 frames for my baby, and gave me back baby gifts that I'd given to them because they had a baby 6 months before I did.
Oh, no.
Do you reckon? I reckon
That's a vicious circle.
I reckon Brad and Angelina are going to start on gifting their children. They're going to have so many of them. You just go,
We got too many.
Yeah, too many.
We don't need that one.
Let's give Nicole and Keith a call. Lisa, g'day.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Now, your mum's a professional on-gifter.
Yes, she's actually got a cupboard full of gifts back from my sister's wedding, and a spreadsheet to cross-reference who bought what. And she made a list back when we
smart.
got... Yeah, so she does an on-gift.
Yeah, so she's not going to get caught out, is she?
No, definitely not.
And
everything's in great form.
Yeah, and if she's got everything, she should get it like some sort of Excel spreadsheet.
Well, she's got something like that happening.
On who she's giving gifts to.
So
and that
she
way
doesn't double up.
Yeah, put them in different groups so that she can actually send it to different groups of friends so they can never be crossover.
That's
She's
great, Lisa.
ruining the spirit of the on-gift by taking it that seriously. Because the fun of the on-gift is kind of the fear that you might get caught out.
Hey, she's a professional, not an
Fun
amateur, a pro.
The fun of the on-gift.
It's the risk.
What fun? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good on you, mate. Socceroo Tim Cahill joining us live in the studio today. But right now it's time to catch up with someone who's kicking goals in Hollywood, Sophie Monk.
Movie London.
So, fellow, thanks for talking to us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Every time we open up a magazine, it seems like you've got a new movie. What's the latest?
Yeah, I've just finished one, and then I'm just starting a new one.
Okay, well, tell us about the one that you just finished.
It was with Simon Baker and Winona Ryder, and I had to do a nudie Rudy scene. It was so full on.
What'd you do?
With Winona Ryder?
No.
so
No.
close right now. Tell
Oh my
us-
God, it was the scariest thing ever. Yeah, it was just like, I think that you only show from like waist up, but it's my brother is going to kick my ass.
Why?
Because it's like nude.
Is it like full? Do they like pixelate your buzzies or anything like that, or is it just it really is a standing nude shot?
Yeah, it's pretty standing nude. It's there.
Is it a love?
It's there.
Is it a love-making scene or is it just a nude scene?
No, actually, it's just me being cheeky and yeah, we don't get it on at all.
Okay.
You know?
So what's that? What's that movie?
It's done by the guy that did Heathers. You know that movie?
yeah,
It's kind of
absolutely.
like it's like a dark comedy. It's really cool script. And then so that one's called, I don't think it's got a name yet. It's called Sex and Death 101, and it's just really quirky and cool.
What about this new one that we hear rumours about that you're shooting right now? Is it?
Yeah, it's so exciting, this one. It's really funny. It's like Mean Girls, kind of. And I'm like playing the evil, evil bitch, and I'm like head of these 7 girls, and I've got to be Southern in it. I totally fake the accent. I cannot do a Southern accent to save my life. So I'm a dialect coach now. They're like, yeah, it's kind of along the lines, but they just thought it was funny, so we went with it. But yeah, so this one's really exciting.
So you seem to be very, very much moving yourself into the comedy genre.
I am. I mean, I try for drama, and they just don't. They're like, no. I just don't even get like callbacks for drama.
Yeah, but that's all right though. They reckon acting in comedy is harder than acting in any other way. I think that's bullshit
That's
myself.
what they say. That's what they say. Yeah, same. I was like, no way.
Winona Ryder, Sex and Death 101. What's she like to hang out with? Did you go shoplifting or?
Oh no, I didn't actually see her. There's like 4 main girls in it. So it's all about Simon, pretty much.
Okay.
What happens with like work visas? So what's the story there? I mean, obviously, if you're spending time in the States, they're pretty gnarly about work visas and stuff there. How does it work for you?
It's really hard work. Like this one for Warner, we've just found out they don't take my visa, so I've got to try and get another visa before we start. Like, it's really a high pressure, but luckily I don't take care of any of it.
Are you saying that the American government, if you say, I used to be on Pop Stars, it doesn't really wash with them?
No, it doesn't work. I was like, do you know what I used to be on? Pop Stars. They're like, they don't get it. I'm like, no, the power of Pop Stars doesn't work here.
Chatting to Sophie Monk. We'll continue that in a second. Chatting to Sophie Monk.
Play. Date Movie London.
Now, Sophie, is LA your city of choice as far as living in the States goes, or is there another city in America that you'd rather live in, like New York or somewhere else?
I think New York's really cool. I loved it. But I don't know. I'd rather be in Australia, to tell you the truth.
Has your mum been coming over to see you?
No, none of them.
Buggers.
They're like, do you have any frequent flyers? And I was like, oh, God, So I think I'm going to fly them over on frequent flyers. But I flew my little sister over for a while, which was good. But that's about it. I've got friends dropping in all the time. But I live in a studio apartment, so they end up in my bed. And it gets a little bit crowded. I've had 2 visitors at once.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
You sound like something like Big Brother.
Hey, I met Brad Pitt the other day.
How was that?
It was killer. I died. I was so uncool, I can't even tell you.
Were you like in Africa or something?
No, I know. I was like, isn't he meant to be in like Cambodia or something? But I walked past him at the studios because I'm filming a movie just next door to where they're doing Ocean's 20,000 or whatever it is. I don't know what they're up to.
Did someone introduce you, or did you just say, "Oh, hi,
No, I tried to play it so cool. I was like a bit, But I played it way too cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
So now he thinks you're
pretended
cool.
I kind of didn't really notice.
Yeah. So you're sort of like pretending as if like, oh, yeah, I've seen you in something Brad or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, what is it? Yeah, that's how I played it, but I regretted it after.
Yeah, and he's walked off
like,
going, that Australian bird really has tickets on herself, doesn't she?
Yeah.
How handsome is he in real life, Soph?
Like disturbing. I feel ripped off in life that I will never ever be able to date him.
Let's talk about music for a second. What's going on there?
Well, I've met with Brian McKnight's manager, and he's just put some tracks towards maybe doing something for the Spring Breakdown, the next movie.
Right.
And it's really cool. So, yeah. And Fatboy Slim's on it, and we'll wait and see what happens. But
he's a funny bloke.
hopefully-
He's a funny bloke, Norman Cook.
Who? Norman Cook?
Yeah.
That's his
Fatboy
real
Slim.
name.
That's his real name.
Is it really?
Yeah. I think he's had
Right.
a lot of disco tic-tacs
Yeah.
in his
Oh,
life.
really?
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's there's a lot of that going on here.
Yeah, I think particularly in the late 80s and early 90s, he wanted to have particularly minty fresh breath, if you know what I mean.
Right.
He's always making sure he took lots of Tic Tacs to the discos.
Right. Well, I've got some serious bad breath going on because I'm not into that.
Good luck for the million films you've got coming out. And,
Thanks.
And
Good on you.
we're really proud of you.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And you
I
haven't-
missed
you
the
haven't-
show, actually.
You haven't changed.
Thanks, Soph.
No,
Come
definitely
on.
not.
Try a little bit harder.
Yeah, can you become
Okay. I'll try and come back with an accent, I was thinking. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a go. Like, well, my movie, my film.
Good on you. Keep being yourself, Soph. Great to speak to you
Okay,
again.
you too.
See you
later.
mate. Bye. Merrick and Rosso with you with two very special guests. One's a Socceroo legend called Tim Cahill, and the other one is a 6-year-old soccer machine, young Lucas. Yeah, this was a nice moment, wasn't it?
Kuhl, and then poked home by Tim Cahill. Australia have done it. Tim Cahill has scored the nation's first ever World Cup Finals goal.
Tim, thank you for coming in, mate. Welcome to Nova.
I'll give you the round of applause,
Thanks so much.
Wait,
Cheers,
how did it feel scoring that first goal?
You know, I can't believe how many times I've said it, but it's absolutely amazing. You know, you dream of scoring a goal like that in your back garden, and I did that 1,000 times as a kid, maybe more, and to actually do it on a world stage, and you can't explain it.
What was the mental process as soon as you've seen it hit the back of the net?
I think it was when Harry had a block tackle with Nakazawa, one of the players, and the instinct there was just to swipe at the ball, and it seemed to go through John Eloise's legs and the defenders, but the actual thought of when I scored, I honestly can't tell you, because I purely forgot everything I'd done, bar the celebration, then run over to Archie Thompson and the lads and just basically celebrated.
Did you ever think soccer was going to be this popular in Australia?
Yeah.
Why I say this popular? Because
Yeah.
you're in the studio now and people are taking photos of the back of your head, which is just stupid.
They're in another studio taking photos of the back of your head.
I think for a lot of people now they've adopted the sport. It's the most played sport amongst kids in Australia, and I think it's a massive sleeping giant that's waiting to be woken up.
Yeah, we've got young Lucas here who was...
Do you agree, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you?
How old are you again, Lucas?
6.
6. And how long have you been playing soccer for?
Since I was 5.
Since you're 5. Now,
Right.
have you got a
That's a
question?
long way back.
Now, Tim's one of your heroes, isn't he?
Yeah.
You've got a question for him?
How come you did the first goal?
I did the first goal. That's a really good question. I did the first goal because I wanted to be the first goal scorer in the World Cup of Australian football.
Here's a 3-letter word for you, Lucas. It's called ego. E-G-O.
I've heard from a reliable source that your nickname within the team is, in fact, Shoot. Do you want to explain why?
Well, I've played with Lucas all my life on the football pitch. Basically, all I do is when I get the ball, shoot in training, and I don't pass it. And everyone gets a bit angry with me, but I've kept doing it all through the years at Everton and in the Australian team. And they always say, pass me the ball, pass me the ball. I'm like, well, I'm going to pass to you when I can put it in the net. You know?
So you're a whole
Not really. But, you know, if you don't shoot, you don't score. And,
Well, let's talk about this. The second goal you scored in the game against Japan, you've scored that first goal, so you've got that locked away. But this second goal now puts Australia in front. What was the feeling going on there?
I can remember being on the pitch for only I was on there 5 minutes, and I was absolutely blowing. It was so hot. We were on the bench, and we had to stick covers over the top because it was just beaming down. And I thought to myself, I've only been on here not long, and it's so hot. And I looked over to a few of the lads. I said, "Are you breathing as well?" And they went, "Yeah." As the ball was getting played forward, I ended up getting the ball, I think, back from John Eloise. Everyone just seemed to go backwards. After I rolled the ball underneath my foot, I took another touch, and the keeper was just standing to the right of me and basically giving the eyes. So as I've looked the other way, I've just put the ball in the left-hand top corner, but just below it, hit the post, and I looked, and then as it bounced in and the net rippled, then that was all over. You couldn't stop me, honestly. Hey, that was a great feeling.
Lucas,
he was ecstatic as well, and he was very happy, and he come and give me a slap, and he says, "Trust you to take all the glory again."
Oh, awesome to have you here, mate. Young Lucas is enjoying it too. You've got a budding career as a broadcaster, haven't you, mate?
Yeah.
Tim Cahill, Socceroo Legends, with us. Merrick and Rosso with you with very special guest, Socceroo legend called Tim Cahill.
The general perception is that you could have gone on to beat the Ukraine, and it must just be gutting right now.
Yeah, most definitely. we were probably one of the fittest. Well, we were the fittest side in the whole of the World Cup,
and one of the hardest working sides by all accounts too.
Yeah, most definitely. We looked on to work on our laurels that if we're the fittest and we work the hardest, then our football and technical skills will get us through, which what showed a lot of the games we dominated, and from some poor refereeing decisions and some starstruck few referees, we would have went a lot further.
Patrick's called in. G'day, Patrick.
G'day, guys. How are you?
G'day, mate.
You got a question?
Yeah, I'd just like to say you're a legend, mate. You are a legend. And I know 100
okay,
people
thanks, mate. What about Tim? What do you
no, Tim K, you're a legend, mate. I mean, but you gave me goosebumps. Like, you could not believe when you scored that goal. But I just want to ask you one question. Why did you run to that corner post and do that boxing thing? Is it because an old Socceroos did it, or someone told you to do it, or is it because to say Aussies are fighters and we're coming back?
Yeah, look, it's a number of things. Archie Thompson is one of my best mates in the team. I'm so disappointed that he didn't even get any time on the pitch. But Archie had a little boy named Lennox, and I've got a little boy named Kyer, and he does this karate kung fu fighting celebration, and he asked me to take it to England for him, and I changed it. I just put it to boxing, and it's just to show a bit of respect to your teammates and have a little laugh together, because my little boy has got a boxing game and he's forever doing it. And when he sees his daddy on the telly doing it for Everton and Australia, it's an amazing feeling. But people call it the boxing kangaroo, but that's just for absolutely everyone. But I've really got really close with Archie, and respect a lot of the lads a lot.
Legend, mate. You are a legend, and all the Socceroos, mate. You made Australia proud, and I can just say Australia soccer has lifted. I'm just telling you that.
Absolutely.
You see a lot of people with their flags still in their car, proud as, mate. You've done Australia proud, and I just want to say we got robbed. I know 100 people out there would say it. We got robbed because they were scared of us. They were scared of the Australians. We would have got easy to the semi-finals, and I know Germany would have been a bit of a struggle, but, mate, we showed Brazil, we showed everyone, and I just say, again, you made us all proud. Timmy Cahill, you're a legend, and all you Socceroos, mate, lift your head up high. You've made us proud, mate.
Thanks so much,
and
mate.
I'm getting goosebumps talking to you now, mate. It's the best thing that's happened to me all year, talking to you, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
Lucky Patrick's not in here. He might try and give him a turkey slap. Don't
Cheers,
laugh at that
Paddy.
one, Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas, it's going to laugh at that one.
You're listening to Merrick and Rosso. Stay with us because we'll continue our chat with Socceroo legend Tim Cahill. You're listening to Merrick and Rosso with very special guest, Socceroo legend Tim Cahill.
Do you think some Socceroos and potential Socceroos might think about playing in the A-League here in Australia now, as opposed to playing overseas? I mean, we've got close to 150 Australians playing overseas.
Yeah,
it's a lot of players that we've got offshore. I mean, do you think something like this? I mean, I could see it as an inspiration for players to say, you know what, maybe I won't go and play in Europe, maybe I will play in Australia.
Yeah, most definitely. It's a massive platform here for people to be looking to play in the A-League, because you see 3 of the lads join the full Socceroos squad and got the opportunity under a manager like Gus Hiddink. So it says a lot for how far we've come as a nation, and especially a league that has only just started up this season. So it's only going to get bigger, and hopefully the lads can stay here. And if so, everyone's got dreams of playing the Premier League, the Serie A, and La Liga. So and if so be, if someone comes and buys them, then then they have to go. But at least they've always got somewhere to come home to.
Mate, do you want to come back here and live?
Yeah, for sure. I'm a Sydney boy through and through, but I want to bring my kids home and as soon as possible, and just live a relaxed lifestyle in the sun, because we don't get any in England.
No one's ever going to talk to you here ever again, are they, mate?
You just be anonymous.
Mate, it's been fabulous to have you here. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for coming back, both you and Lucas.
Yeah, it's awesome.
No, we'll never miss this for the world.
And it's also good to understand for you guys to explain how much the guys would have loved to come back, but because of commitments haven't been able to. do, and it's very rare that Australian athletes spend this much time coming in and talking to people in the media, and we do appreciate it, mate.
No, it's our pleasure. Honestly, we can't thank everyone enough. You know, everyone says how well we've done, but I think if you actually were to see how many Aussies were in the crowd and bouncing kangaroos,
yeah, mate, you can thank us a few more of those autographs there. 'Cause
yeah,
I've got an eBay account.
There you go. I was just going to
Rosso.
say that. Yeah.
I've got a cousin called eBay. If you could just make it out to it.
Tim Cahill, thanks for coming in, mate.
On behalf of everybody who
thanks for
listens to
having
the
us,
show.
mate.
Lovely to
Thanks
meet
for
you, mate.
brilliant.
Good on you.
What's up, man?
You're the very, very best. And you come through every test with flying colours. You're the very, very best.
Some of our other elite sports people in this country could learn a little from these boys, I reckon.
Absolutely. In all my years, it's really, truly refreshing to hear somebody thank the Australian public so much and be so genuine about it. And when you particularly think not only are they stars in this country, they're also stars overseas as well. And they take the time out to thank their fans, I reckon, is awesome.
I haven't seen so many people here in the office since David Hasselhoff was here, and doesn't that say something?
Yep. And what a great Australian he is. Done some tremendous stuff.
Yeah. He took some time out to touch up some girls in the office, and good on. Hats off to him. The Hoff. Merrick and Rosso with you. I was looking for a park on Saturday, and I saw this woman and her family, and they were just about to pull out, and I was getting a bit antsy. I was pretty keen.
And you have to strap the kids into the car seat and stuff.
Yeah,
it takes forever.
It's amazing how quickly your stress levels can be elevated when you're just trying to get a car.
Just trying to come on. Then she gets out of the car. I go, what are you doing, lady? What are you doing?
Did you get out and smash her?
No, and then she came up, she had something in her hand.
Oh.
And I went, what's she doing? She came up, she said, oh, look, I thought you might, I went down the window, she said, I thought you might like this, it's still got half an hour on it. It was her parking ticket.
Oh,
How
how did
nice
you
is
feel?
that?
You've just been sitting there bagging her.
Rosso had his hand on a baseball bat ready to go.
I said, thank you very much, but you go, and beep the horn. Can you hurry up, please? Very kind thing to do. You know, it was half an hour on it. I didn't need to find any change. And you know what parking's like in this city? Save me $18.50.
So you're parking for 4 minutes, were you?
Yeah, absolutely. But I thought it was really nice.
Wow.
I thought it'd be a good opportunity for you to nominate people who have done random acts of kindness. Hello, Alison.
Hi.
Yeah, you got a story for us.
I have the best story for you. So I'm had this huge Sunday night and I'm really trashy now. I'm coming across the bus on a Monday morning. It's raining down, right? And I've got jeans on and you can tell everyone's in their business suits and I'm smelling bad. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's pissing down with rain. And I go to get off the bus and I'm like, I'm just going to get soaked. And this gentleman comes up and he goes, here you go, I think you need this more than me, and hands me his umbrella to keep. To keep. He never asked for it back. And I never found his name. And I've always wanted to say thank you. It was just so sweet and totally the best random act of kindness ever.
Yeah, that's a ripper. Thank you for sharing that with us, Alison. And
Yeah,
more
good one.
importantly,
Good-
thank
good-
you to the
good
gentleman who no longer has his umbrella. Now, who have we got here?
Oh, my name's Brian.
Brian.
How you going?
Good.
I'm the gentleman you're referring to who was in the suit. I gave the umbrella to the young girl.
Good on
right.
you, Brian.
Yeah, you gave her the umbrella. Why did you do that?
Well, it actually had nothing to do with the rain at all. It's just that she was reeking of piss. She smelled horrible, and I thought, I was actually trying to force the smell away using the umbrella. I was trying to sort of umbrella it away, and she grabbed it out of my hands and pissed off with it. I'd like it back, please.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks for listening to the Merrick and Rosso podcast. Email any feedback to podcast@nova969.com.au or check out our MySpace at www.myspace.com/Merrick and Rosso podcast.